Okay, like always, you want to use a really good product. I like to use products made by Four Seasons. It's a high quality product. If you use a good name product, you're always going to have a much better result. So let's get started. Set this up here. We've already evacuated the system yesterday after we found the leak, so we don't have to do that right this second. Always safely evacuate the system. Normally I got a trim tool. It's somewhere in my dirty truck, so I'm just gonna work this up with a flathead screwdriver. We want to take this cover off. We go find a couple flashlights in my truck, those red ones. Yeah, there'll be somewhere in the front seat. Yeah. Alright, as you can see, right down there, looks like a 13 millimeter. We're gonna have to fish that thing out. It runs up and around to this little line right here, which may be a little difficult for us to get to. Hopefully we don't have to remove the bumper skin. Alright, so unfortunately we're gonna have to dig a little deeper, y'all, and take off this bumper skin, which I didn't want to, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm gonna remind y'all, you only gotta be 10% smarter on what you're working with. People ask me how I do this every day, because I try to make fun doing it. If you don't have fun doing it, it's gonna be a real challenge for you. Okay, so we know we gotta take that 7 out. So we're gonna try to. I'll try this at home, folks. If you don't know how to do it, you watch a video, watch my video, watch a couple other videos. Make sure you're getting it right before you dive in all the way on it. I should, if I'm correct, I should be able to just take the one side off and fold it over. So cross-eyed as you look at it. There you go. Alright, folks. There was a 10mm being held up right here. The rest of those bolts that were down here was T20s down and around. And then there was an 8mm up at the top. Kind of just let it sag. Now we want to go ahead and take off this Actually, we ain't gotta do that. We got the bolt right there. That's all we gotta do. I told you, just be 10% smarter in what you're working with. Don't try to fight and stick your hand up there for 2 hours. Go ahead and take the stuff off. Alright, so we got that line out. Alright, now what we want to do, we're going to get a long extension to get down to that bottom one. Our goal, we want to get down here to this bolt. And I don't know if I mentioned it, the customer had somebody put a alternator on this thing. And I believe that's what caused this leak. Alright, so you always want to build out from the bolt itself. Alright, so there we go. Bolt just cracked loose. Perfect. Put your hand down there, pull the bolt out so you don't lose it. Now this is going to be the fun part. We got to fish it out, and there's going to be a sensor on it too. Pull the plug off the sensor. Let's slide this up. Can't wait to look at it. Alright, so this is the culprit. Let's see what we can see. The leak was like right here because it was coming out so much that I was on, and this, someone had replaced that at one time, it looks like. It's a Parker hose. Alright, so we want to take yes, I keep 3 or 4 of everything. Don't feel like digging my other set because it's buried. I don't know if y'all see me do that, but you turn it forward a little bit before you loosen it. It's a little trick. Alright, so we got that bad boy there. Hand me that little thing of PAG order.
This?
Yeah.
Here.
This is AC oil. You always want to lube up your O-rings. It's nice and clean, so we'll leave that alone. You don't want to overthink this stuff. You just want to do it good and tight. That's how the Germans say it. Don't over tighten it, because you're sealing it from the inside. You just don't want it to come loose. Cap here. Pour your seal in there. Seal it. Don't waste no time. Go ahead and fish it back down how it came. You want to put this behind this. Set this over here. You won't have to force it, trust me. It'll just go in there just like it just did, like butter. Get that bolt starter. Just like anything, putting together furniture or whatever, you don't want to have any bolts till you get all the bolts started. We use 5 senses as a mechanic. Some of us got 6. It's kind of a joke, but you're not always gonna be able to see. So you gotta you basically want to close your eyes and you concentrate and feel for it. You'll feel it go right into place. You'll hear that click. That's how you know you got it. You couldn't see it, but we know we got it because it clicked. All right, now we want to take off the second seal. I'm gonna put a little dab of oil on that seal. This is going to slide up. And we want to put a little on this one too because we took it off, so we want to seal back up the bottom one. You want to see how this hose is sitting. Make sure there's no weird kink in it. Looks good. Now we want to tighten this bottom bowl back up. Quarter turn. Good and tight. That one you can be careful because you're going in aluminum. That one you don't want to crank that one very hard. Remember that, y'all. It's going right into aluminum. Now you simply just want to work your way back up on her. You want to put your little 8mm bolt back up in there. It's one of these bolts. Or no, it's 7mm. My bad. That little 7mm right there goes. Right. The goal is to make it look like it never even happened.
These bottom ones are hard to get to, so tighten these up first. We got that little 10 up there, there's no one. The proper name for this line that I just replaced, y'all, is called the discharge line. It's you know you got the right line if it has a sensor that goes on it, and it's goes from AC compressor to condenser. Alright. I probably did not have to take these things off, y'all, so you could probably skip this step. I was actually just trying to see if I could sneak it out without taking all the other stuff off at first.
You're a teacher.
What?
You're a teacher. I'm a teacher. She's a teacher.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta figure it out. You know what you're gonna teach. But I can't help but to teach.
Yeah. Okay, I can move on to one's longer than the other one too.
connectings that hold that together?
No, I got these.
Oh, is it this side? Or is this for your GoPro?
It's GoPro. All right, now I just want to put the snap clips back in. Moving
What
on.
color?
All right, as you can see, we got a nice recovery machine here. It's made by Snap-on. Robin Air actually makes it, but it's a Snap-on product. It works very well. We want to zoom in on this gauge right here, and I'll show you what our next step is. That we want to do, we want to pull a vacuum in there. It's checking pressures. We got all the gauges open. Continued. We're going to pull a vacuum for about 10 minutes. All right, everybody. We're towards the end of the job. We pulled a vacuum on her. Now we're going to introduce some Freon to the system. I'm going to do something a little bit different just on the first couple ones this year because my machine hasn't been seal tested. So I'm going to introduce it. I'm going to do an extra flush for them. I'm going to introduce it through my gauges. And there's a special filter on my machine that I'm gonna pull the system back down. I don't detect no leak. Great news, great video. Thank you for joining. We got another happy customer, man. He's back on the road again with some cold AC.
Yes.
You have a blessed day.
God bless you.